Hi everyone. You probably clicked on this video because you saw the title. My name is Kitana, and I am a newly created elder god that resides in the Chhai Tea timeline. Today, I would like to dive into the history and lore behind the Mortal Kombat AI universe. Many eons ago, there existed a titan named Chronica. She was a perfectionist and obsessed with maintaining a delicate balance between good and evil. Using a powerful celestial object known as the hourglass, she would craft many timelines with the aim of achieving that golden balance. However, if a timeline ever veered too far in one direction or another, she would halt it and restart history. Those actions would inevitably lead her into a conflict with the denizens of Earthrealm and Outworld. In the final titanic battle, Fire God Liu Kang managed to defeat Chronica and gain control of the hourglass. However, a rift in space-time occurred from the energies of their clash and created a brand new omnipotent being, the Omni Titan. Naming themselves the Odd Giant, they immediately directed the new Titan and Geras to establish a brand new timeline. Instead of actively participating in the timeline's creation, they chose a hands-off approach. I know what you're thinking. Does the Odd Giant timeline mostly follow the events of the main Mortal Kombat 1 timeline? Yes, it does. Most of the original canon remains intact. However, there are some differences. For starters, Sindel is alive again. Second, the cameo fighters are considered inhabitants in the Oddverse, as opposed to non-canon characters in the main timeline. With the various shenanigans that occurred in the Oddverse, one in particular acted as the catalyst that sparked the creation of the Chhai Tea timeline. That Nexus event was Oddverse Kitana experiencing Starbucks for the first time and consuming Chhai Tea. Stupid? Yes. But important nonetheless. A new Omni Titan was born and set to create their own timeline parallel to that of the Oddverse. The main difference being is that this Omni Titan designated New Era Kitana and Titan Kitana as the main keepers of time. What both Omni Titans failed to realize was that multiple other timelines and universes took notice of their existence and chose to invade both. Notable examples include the 34th timeline, Corrupted timeline, the Tyrannicals, and Discord timeline. Sometime down the line, the original Oddverse timeline was destroyed, giving birth to beings known as the Yukana. In addition, the Tyrannical timeline failed to conquer the Chhai Tea timeline and were driven out before the first dimensional incursions introduced characters from other franchises. The first one to appear was Goku. He had been collecting the mystical Dragon Balls until a dimensional breach brought him to this timeline. In the process, all 7 Dragon Balls were scattered between the various realms of the Chhai Tea timeline. To his surprise, Goku found himself in the mastered Ultra Instinct state, with a much lower power level. Nevertheless, he began his search for the Dragon Balls again, and suppressed his energy in order to avoid detection. After collecting all 7, he summoned Shenron in a remote wasteland, and asked the dragon to return them to their universe. Shenron told Goku that he could not grant that wish, stating that forces beyond his control were preventing his magic from working as intended. At that moment, Goku decided to attempt another wish to see if Shenron's statement held true. He requested that the dragon revive any being slaughtered unjustly. To his shock, Shenron was able to grant the wish. As a result, both Sindel and Jared's souls were freed from Ermac and brought back to life. The Dragon Balls scattered after the wish, and Goku sighed as he knew that he had to collect them once more and find a different solution to return home. Over time, more incursions brought in characters such as Deadpool, Kratos, and Wonder Woman. As they got acquainted with their new surroundings, the next visitor proved to be a dangerous threat to the timeline. Oroku Saki, otherwise known as the Shredder, killed off 2 random Earth-realmers after his arrival and proceeded to roam around the realms in search of answers to his whereabouts. He discovered the power of the Dragon Balls after witnessing Goku and Shenron in Outworld. With this knowledge, he schemed to gather the Dragon Balls for himself. He established his Neo Foot Clan, recruiting allies and learning dark magics to augment his abilities. Goku eventually met Sindel in Outworld's royal palace. She filled him in with all the information he needed to know about the Chhai Tea timeline, the incursions, and the Shredder's rampage. The events of Season 2 were set in motion afterwards. To summarize, here is a current list of characters and their alliances. There are currently others that are unknown or undiscovered. Hopefully, this video was helpful in understanding the lore and direction of the Chhai Tea timeline. Feel free to leave a comment down below with any additional questions, and the Omni Titan will do his best to answer them. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for additional chaos and future videos.